Well, I absolutely agree with you, but we are underway. We're going to see how Rick's GG fare as on your screen. In the blue, it's Team BDS, Extra, Monkey Moon, and Mark by 8 in that orange. Dead Monster, Magnus, and Polar of Team Rick says to start the game. Extra back of the net gets that one by Polar, 1-0 early on.
Yeah, and this is just a really solid play to start things off. It's a good pickup and cut by Extra. Gets it right over top. You saw the pass coming over from Mark by 8. And talk about starting off strong. BDS in the lead in the first 15 or so seconds. And now that's really going to, I think, affect the way the Ricks approaches this game because they knew they were the underdogs coming in. And now they're having to play from behind super early on here in game 1.
You know, and while we are just getting started, Sleek, you want to give some love again to everybody behind the scenes making this possible. Team BDS, Rocket Baguette, everyone, everybody there. And I have to say, this graphics package, man, this thing is really cool. Really slick stuff from the BDS squad as trying to match that caliber of play that we have seen on the pitch. Already starting things off strong are the BDS boys. Monkey Moon going to play this out of the corner. Good challenge there by Dead Monster, and they will get the clear. So not a terrible start from Ricks. Obviously, they do find themselves down, right? But they've been playing decent defense, kind of holding Team BDS to not too many dangerous opportunities to start the game here.
Yeah, I mean, it's mainly been Team BDS just pushing down this orange side of field. We've seen them holding consistent, solid pressure. Every breakaway, it feels like Rick starts to get is immediately cut short by BDS. They're holding on to these lanes. They're controlling the zones. And really, it has been suffocating, I think, to deal with so far for Ricks. That, I think, right there, really the first big opportunity of the game. But you see BDS continuing to defensively play in such a way where Ricks doesn't have any time to think about how they want to approach this goal.
I was about to say, the defense has definitely been the focal point for this game so far from BDS. Granted, they have had a decent amount of offense, really haven't had too many opportunities outside of that extra goal. But the defense has been quite solid. The rotation has set in. Nice pass from Magnus down in front. Blocked away. The Monkey Moon will see it clear. And wins that challenge as well. It's a bit of a double commit by Ricks. Extra might have a chance off the back wall. Tried to bait the defender. Just couldn't get that follow-up touch, but I like the idea.
Yeah, it was a close one as well. Getting really close to finding that odd angle. And, you know, one of the benefits of going through shots like that as well is even if you don't quite make it, you know, Ricks knows that that was available, and if he had gotten a better touch, it would have been through. And what that does is now they have to be more cognizant and aware of those sorts of shots moving forward, and it forces them into better, favorable positions for Team BDS to try and break down. So I always love seeing opportunities like that as another one came down in front and it looked like it was a good opportunity.
Well, with 2 minutes left to go, Rick's starting to feel the pressure of time. Only down a goal, though, as marked by 8. Has to play this into the corner. Dead Monster there to block it away. Now Magnus will get it back to the midfield line. As an offensive chance starting up here for Ricks. They're going to play it across the box. We'll see what Polar can do along the sidewall. As a player down in front, I believe that was Magnus with the pass not able to connect. And Monkey Moon on the defensive. So again, we've seen some decent pressure here from Ricks. That's a good demo to keep things on the offensive side, but we haven't seen any dangerous opportunities really. And a lot of that's coming down to these early challenges by Team BDS, keeping everything to the outside.
Yeah, and I think another big thing with it as well is BDS has been really, really proficient at getting these long booming clears down the field. Every opportunity stuffed as that one almost finding its way through, but you see the defense getting rotated around in time. And as BDS continues to do well at clearing their zones, it's continually, time and time again, forcing Ricks to get set back on defense and try again to push on offense. Oh, it was an opportunity.
Polar.
But Polar getting the backflip, that is so unfortunate.
And right now, BDS forced into their zone by the aggression. Here's a nice play. Polar can't quite connect there with Magnus. The clear will come out in 35 seconds left. To hang on for the boys in blue here is now Monkey Moon. Up and over. He'll get it back to the midfield line. 30 seconds left to go. Polar now Looking for a pass out in front. Mark by 8 will take it. Extra is there, but can't find the read. And we're down to the final 20 seconds now. Game number 1 as Polar up high, looking for a bounce. Easily defended away by Mark by 8. Now we're into the final 10. After play from their own corner as Magnus will take it away. Monkey Moon trying to delay. Mark by 8 will win the challenge, and this looks to be the end here for Ricks, as that one's going to touch the turf. Can't crack the defense in game 1. BDS walk away with 1-goal game.
Yeah, and you get us goal in the first 15 seconds, and then it's just all control from there.
Whoa,
and
this
BDS.
What the heck? This is awesome. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, Sleeky. This is amazing. Look at all these stats.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot to take in all at once. It's beautiful, really, to look at.
I mean, the ball touches and everything. I don't know if it's on your stream right now, folks watching the Twitch stream right now. But these are some cool stats, and you can see the blue bars. I love this. I love the how the blue bars, it kind of shows you who was in the lead in different categories. Obviously, goals and assists going to go over to Team BDS, but really, it was a relatively even game. And I don't know about you, Sleeky, I'm a little bit surprised that we saw Ricks kind of keep up and almost force BDS kind of to stay in their own zone. We never really saw those big plays, those big breakouts that BDS is known for.
No, we really didn't. And I think one of the interesting points is after that first goal, it felt like BDS changed their style a little bit, and it was a lot more control, a lot more patience, I think. And that can be important because I think BDS knows that they're the more mechanically advanced team. They don't have to stretch themselves in positions where they're forcing themselves to try and go for a goal. They had that lead. Then at that point moving forward, all they really needed to do was just to ensure that Ricks never got a good opportunity to score. And I think they did that pretty well.
No, absolutely. But now we're into game number 2. Time on the clock, score reset. BDS going to work. Here's Extra over the top. Does he have the double touch? He'll get taken away by Magnus. It's now marked by 8. In and out of the corner. This will be Monkey Moon, quick shot, saved on the line by Magnus. Had to use his crossbar to keep that one away. It keeps BDS off the board, but only for a moment. The Spaniard snipes the far corner.
Yeah, and this is such an excellent use of space. He gets over and pushes it all the way across. He sees Magnus there on the wall, knows he's got to push it all the way to that right side. The accuracy on point, the power just enough to slide it by. And that is another example of the awareness that BDS has continued to put on each and every time I've seen them.
Well, BDS doing a good job of scoring first in both of these 2 games that we've seen them play so far against Ricks. Have kept them off the board, as well as patient play there from Extra. Gets it to Mark by 8 for the breakout. Will be played on by Monkey Moon. Bit of a double touch. Here's the pass out in front. Got to be careful not to overcommit on this one. Extra will just push it into the corner for some safety here. Buy a little bit of time for his team to get back on the defense. Nice pass across. Mark by 8 up to Monkey Moon. Double touch, but can't get it on goal. That will be cleared away, and this is what we're used to seeing, Sleeky. A lot of good, crisp passes. Great demo by Magnus. Opens up the goal, but Extra, no boost on the save. It'll stay 1-0.
An Extra really reaching for that one, able to just barely find the touch. And BDS holds on defensively in that situation. It was one of the, I think, best opportunities we've seen from Rick so far. But my goodness, marked by 8, receives the pass of a lifetime here from Monkey Moon. It's right on top of him, and it's just a drop down and in to double that lead.
Yeah, Magnus, he was a little bit too far forward. Not sure if he was expecting it to come harder off of Monkey Moon's car, or if maybe just wasn't expecting the touch. Here's Dead Monster right off the kickoff. Blocked away by Monkey Moon, keeps it a 2-0 game. But a well-played ball from BDS. They find themselves up 2 at halftime here, game number 2. This will be Monkey Moon trying to go for a flip reset, finds it, but nobody out in front. Will be cleared back to the midfield line, and again, BDS looking to continue their successes. Didn't win, I think they would have liked to have performed a little bit better in some of the weeks on the grid last split, but you can't really say that for some of these regionals. 3 of the last 4 have gone to BDS, not to mention the only European major that's been played in 2020. And again, BDS looking quite good here, just pounding Ricks into oblivion right now, and there's just no space. It's much different than what we've seen from game 1.
No, there's no space at all. And it's because BDS is just so much faster than Ricks right now. I mean, we're seeing them every single time on top of the ball. There is no opportunities for Ricks to think about what they want to do. They have to act with as much speed as they can. And the fact of the matter is they're just not fast enough to keep up with the pace that BDS is putting on right now. Every challenge coming through is continually putting Ricks in a sort of awkward spot. And then when they do get these opportunities, the defense from BDS getting rotated around quickly enough that they're able to handle everything that's being thrown their way.
And now there's only 50 seconds for Ricks to find 2. Try to equalize this game, but BDS continues to play on the offensive side. Monkey Moon takes that away. This will pop up for extra. Potentially a double touch opportunity. Polar is there to clear it on. And now Magnus back into the zone. Played by Monkey Moon. Will challenge that one as well, and time continues to tick by. That's a nice play. Just can't get it on goal. Had the defense beat. It did go just a bit wide there. And this one looks like it should go in favor of the blue side. There's a third. Extra will collect. And a 3-0 game, 14 seconds to go. Certainly a 2-0 lead heading into game 3 for the good guys.
Yeah, and Ricks there, they were trying to push upfield. They knew they were running out of time. They knew that there wasn't going to be too many more opportunities. So, I can't really blame them for leaving that little bit of space in behind. It is unfortunate for them. Oh, no, this Monkey Moon's going to put a 4th in off that kickoff. And if there wasn't a nail in the coffin before, there absolutely is one now. It's going to have to be a reverse sweep from Ricks if they're going to have any hope of taking this series. And without BDS is playing right now, Hunted, I really don't see that happening.
The biggest difference I think I've seen outside of course, BDS playing a much better possession game in game 2. Whenever Ricks has gotten on the offensive side of the ball, we've seen some pretty egregious double commits. I think that third goal, we didn't really touch on it, but there was a pretty nasty double commit in midfield. I don't necessarily blame them. I agree with you. They're trying to push to make the offense happen. Obviously, they haven't been able to score a goal at all in this series so far. They lose 4-0 now in game 2. But the double commits really seem to pull them out of position, and that's a problem when you get limited offensive time, right? You're trying to keep that rotation going, try to keep the ball moving, but unfortunately, you pull a couple of guys out of position. And a team like BDS is not going to take that lightly. That's normally going to turn into a clear and an attack in a way.
Yeah, I mean, BDS absolutely not going to take it. I think anything you throw at them lightly. And what we have seen is exactly what I've been saying, I think, all series long, is it's just been outpace and out shooting, or not even out shooting, just out control. Ricks has been given almost no opportunities to get solid possession and movement down the field. Every time it feels like they gain control of the ball, there's someone from BDS right there, right on top of them, trying to win that back. And when you're under that much pressure so consistently, like we saw from them in that last game, it really starts to force you into positions. And when BDS can force you into spots, when they can really control where you are on the field, is when you really start to see teams like Ricks here find themselves in a lot of trouble.
Well, as we continue on through the series, and of course, we've got 2 more series today for you before, of course, we get to the finals tomorrow, or I should say the playoffs tomorrow. All of the teams will be making the playoffs that are playing today, so we will definitely be back with you tomorrow. But as we do that, we're going to keep an eye on especially our group, but other series throughout the league. And one of the big upsets, even before we came on, Sleeky, Vitality gets taken down by Redemption. Mark by 8 is going to score this first one. And already an upset in Europe here.
Yeah, already an upset. My goodness, what a bump from Extra there. But no, I mean, as these games have been playing, we've seen upsets. We're absolutely, I think, not going to see an upset here unless there's just a massive collapse in the way that Team BDS has been playing. But, you look around at how the rest of these games are going, and I think it shows partly a lot of the competition that is in EU right now, how teams can sort of show up on any given day and make stuff happen. Oh, what a shot just high off the bar. Was Monkey Moon looking to slide that in underneath. But overall, there's a lot of competition across the board, but one thing I think that's been for certain, especially from the last split into this split, is BDS is just a monster out on the field.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, eyes on Extra. He's got the only goal here in this game. Had quite a nice opening goal of this series in Game 1. That was the Game 1 winner as well. And it's been a pretty good split so far for Extra, as he will collect his first of the game, making a 1-goal, 1-assist game now for Extra. But regional number 1, Extra came in number 2 in goals per game, I should say, with over a goal. He was at 1.2 goals per game. And in a game like Rocket League, especially with some of the top talent in Europe that BDS had to play through, that is quite impressive.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, and it just, again, I think shows how well put together this team are. And you can see it even with how they've been playing this series, consistently aware of each other's positions. They're getting these passes off to each other. Defensively, they're always in on rotation. Midfield, there's always someone there in support. Downfield, there's always someone there to shoot. And it's like it's a script here, Hunted. As I mentioned, it's a 3-person passing play. They're all in perfect positioning, and they take advantage of space that's being left in behind. 3-0 in this Game 3, and it is looking wholly unlikely that Rix is able to come back.
Yeah, great little pass there to find Mark by 8 for their second goal of the game. Makes it 3-0 as we approach halftime, Game 3. Of course, this being a best of 5, could very well be the last game of the series if the scoreline holds. BDS look to start their grid run, the first grid of this winter split. Oh. Off with a bang. Extra will get it around 2 defenders to score. A little bit of a change-up, it looked like, there from Extra. Catches the defense off.
Yeah, Magnus just not able to reach for it in time, and Polar comes across, but the play is happening so slowly that it's difficult to read. A lot of people think that, those quick, speedy plays are the hardest to read, but I think a lot of the times when players slow it down and you don't know quite when they're going to shoot, you have to just make a challenge. Those are the absolute hardest to defend against, because you just have to sort of 50-50 and guess, and guess wrong is what we saw there. What a touch from Monkey Moon. How does he get that facing behind? It's a shot on target. It won't be the perfect sweep. Rick no. Really put one through. And that's just, that's just a triple commit.
Yeah, that is a disgusting looking triple commit as well from BDS. Unfortunate there, but it does make the score 4-1. And as you said, no perfect sweep for the blue side, but I'm sure they're not going to be too disappointed with their results here against Rix. As Monkey Moon double touch off the defender, I believe, as well. Making a 5-1 game, and I think we can put this series to bed.
Yeah, I think this one's just about done and dusted. It is off Polar there, coming off the back wall. Monkey Moon gets credit for it, but, I mean, at this point, a 4-goal lead. It's a little less than 2 minutes. It technically is possible, but it's just, again, with how BDS is playing right now, what a fake. Can he get it around? He gets it around the other. Can he get the double touch turn? It's out in front looking for another double touch.
Oh, my.
And BDS just trying to make anything happen right now. That was almost incredible.
Yeah, again, Extra, such a quality talent, so good when given even a little bit of time and space. We saw it right there, nearly turned into a highlight reel goal. Does stay out for the moment, and all that's left to do is play out the last minute 15 here of the series. And Team BDS will open with a win in 3 straight games against Ricks. That's a nice little play. Better saved by Monkey Moon. Just able to get out in front of that one. Now Magnus will challenge this. Extra plays it into the corner. Goes off the backside of his car, and it will be blocked away. Nothing doing here for the BDS offense. Magnus on the clear. Might actually catch extra here. This is dangerous out in front, but Monkey Moon's there for the clear.
And just time wasting, I think, a little bit at this point. Ooh, good little pass play. It's Monkey Moon that was reaching for it at the end there, but I mean, at this point, all BDS needs to do is just run this final 30 seconds down. They have the game well in hand. It is unfortunate, I think, that they're not able to come away with the perfect sweep, but I mean, I think that we've seen upward trajectory from them each and every game here as time has gone on. BDS has continued to look better and better, and it sets them up to look even better because next game, you know, going to be up against Dignitas here, a team that's not been doing phenomenally. They've been having their struggles, but they're going to have to make sure that they've got those struggles in hand with how BDS is playing today.
Yeah, absolutely. Roster changed. Dignitas on the docket next up, but BDS take a 3-0 sweep over top of Ricks.GG. Game 1 was relatively close. It was a 1-goal affair, so the game we talked about